Hey everybody, this is Carlitos Zapata with Pitbull team and ESP Realty. I have been an investor for more than 25 years. I started in Colombia without knowing anything. I still think that I am far away to know a lot of stuff, but I have been working on my progress. When that I have always my issue that when you buy something, you normally buy something all. That means you have to manage, you have to control. The tenants start calling you because the roof, because the AC, because there's always something that they are calling you because something happened on the properties. Until I met my friend like 3-4 months ago in a special event for investors. Besides of that he built a great product, he's a great guy. I have been so happy, so lucky to spend time with him on the event and after that. And I wanted to have the chance to have him on here on the interview on the live because there is a lot of people like me looking to invest, looking to have something hassle free. But let's welcome Wagner Nolasco. How are you, my friend? ¿Cómo
Thank you.
estás?
Thank you, mi amigo, my friend Carlos. It's a pleasure to be here today. I've been in the US for almost 20 years. I'm from Brazil originally. I became a builder and a developer with real estate investment in about from 19, 20 years ago. So we did pretty much a little bit of everything, as you said. We did some flips, which is, you buy a house from a bank usually or from a courthouse, and then you just fix everything and you rent it or you sell it to an investor that wants to rent or you sell it to somebody that wants to live on that property. And we did over 400 of those. Today, we specialize in new construction. That's what we do. We're developers, builders, and we actually provide product over 600 houses a year to investors only. So our focus now is to build new construction, and it's what we call tenant resilient housing, which is actually the high end of waterproof vinyl flooring, stainless steel appliances, wood cabinets, LED lighting, blinds. We actually put everything into perspective, and we actually bring that into a house for investors with the tenants in mind. So we are now probably the largest one in Central Florida, developer and builder for build to rent. And we're very proud of it because we actually buy our own product so we invest where we sell, and that's really tells you a lot about if the product is good enough for us to invest, definitely it's good for somebody else to invest with us. We look for very high growth and appreciating markets, a lot of cash flow, and of course jobs, places that are actually growing, developing a lot of jobs where big companies are heading that way. It's really important to us. So if you analyze the whole process, it's very simple. We actually have close to 3,000 lots now that we're building in the next 3-4 years for investors only. That's what we do. And some of the advantages of having a new home, Carlos, I don't have to tell you because you're also an investor, very smart guy. It's really that it's easy to rent. The tenants tend to stay longer on the house. The maintenance is almost inexistent for the first few years. So new is new, right? You can always have a used house that it's fixed, but if you have a new one, it's always the best product available in the market and in the neighborhood.
You came to the plus, my friend. Besides of being a builder, you are an immigrant, my friend, like us. Like a lot of people, I have a lot of followers, a lot of people that want to invest from South America. That they are clueless. They are just hearing that they want to buy a condo in front of the beach and wait 4 or 5 years and pull up $100,000, but they come to realize that there is not like that. And I am located in South Florida. There is a lot of people thinking that investing is just buying a condo. And you came to the point that you came to this country trying to find the American dream. You found it, my
Yeah.
friend. I know that you
Yeah.
have a beautiful family and you have been building that great company. But I want to be sure. I mean, I just want to learn about it. You guys start from the scratch. I mean, you start looking for land like 2-3 years before start building that. Normally, that is the process.
Yeah, so the market now is very, very hot. There's no homes available in the market. There's very few things that we actually have access to it on the market right now. And actually, it's very difficult now to find lots at a very inexpensive price. So, the most thing that it's important to us is actually, we started 6 years ago. And now we have a lot of lots that we're building product, but that lots are going to be very hard to replace today at today's cost. So, buying at the right time is very important. So we have a land bank that we started over 6 years ago, buying land, putting in that to land bank. And for sure, I think that's the secret sauce is building a good product, but buying the land at the right price is also very important. So we were at the right place at the right time.
Are you guys are 100% focused on investors, or there is some people
100%.
that comes like, oh, I want to be like that,
No,
live there?
we don't put our houses for sale on the MLS, on Zillow. We just go directly to the investors. We have a very large investor base. We also cater for mid to large size investors, a lot of syndication companies, people that are buying multiple units at once or building their investment portfolio. That's our clients.
What is the normal amount of property that an investor buy? Like have to be if somebody's hearing us on South America or even though in the States that they want to start buying from you guys. What is the minimum amount of property
So
that you?
usually they start with one, right? Because that's what you need to get your feet wet, as we say, right? You have to understand the markets. If you like it, see investing in real estate is something you like, even though it's a hands-free investment, which, we are a turnkey company. We do everything from property management. We do the sales. We do the maintenance. We actually rent the property for you and get you a tenant. And we collect your rent for you from the tenant as well. So we do everything. So it's a very easy process for you to buy a property, but usually we sell one. If you are a seasoned investor, you buy multiple. So usually we have, if you are an American citizen or a US resident, the US government has created Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which they wanted to incentivize people to buy rental properties because they can make enough entry-level homes for those, people to reside on. So that's where usually a lot of our clients come from. The US government and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac gives you up to 10 loans per person, meaning if I am married, which I am, I can buy 10 homes under the Fannie and Freddie loans, and my wife can get another 10 loans under Fannie and Freddie. A big tip for all of the investors here today is do not put both names on the mortgage. You can have both names on the deed, but not on the mortgage. Because if you put both names, you can only get 10 properties combined. Really, really important, Carlos, this information for all of the investors that are watching this video. But our focus is really to start a relationship, but the client has to have potential. So we don't want it to sell to the client one time and just the client can go away. Our goal is really to cater and to be a good supplier and partner for that investor for a long, long, long time. So a lot of our clients, they buy multiple properties. They buy 10, 15, 20 properties from us.
But they start from one. Wow, you are getting them better because I am in shock. You guys find the land, build, sell it, rent it, manage, and control everything. That means it's like a really hassle-free.
It is, and that's the whole goal because, sometimes a lot of the investors we have are out of state, so they don't live in Florida. So they don't have anybody to drive by the property, take a look at the finishes, see how everything is doing. So it's really important for us that we provide a very high level of service and quality for the clients, because if not, they won't buy it anymore. And those investors that we make are friends for life. Usually, this is a very small industry. Even though it's a big country, it's a very small industry. So we cater for clients from California to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Chicago, Puerto Rico. It's amazing. Colombia, Mexico. We're working with a very large group from Mexico right now. So it's very nice to have the opportunity to cater for different cultures.
What about choosing this design? Does the investor have to buy whatever is you're building, or they have to be creative and buy on a start switching for some stuff? Like they want to add something, or they want to have a different finishes or something like that.
Right. So very important. We did all the research. We already know what rents, how much does it rent for, what finishes you have to have in each one of the areas. If you need a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, if you need a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom in each one of the areas. So it's very important that we don't allow any changes on every house we do, and they're exactly the same. And that is for cost savings, as well as we know the product that each one of the areas like. So you don't have to do anything. And we don't accept changes either, because, for example, if you paint your house pink, you're not going to be able to rent your house. And then you're going to be mad at me because you didn't rent your house. So we know what it works and we'll give it to you day one what it works for that area. For example, Ocala, the best seller there is a 3-2. That's what the biggest demand is. If you build a 4-2, you're going to do well, but not as well as a 3-2, because that's where the highest demand is right now. If you go to Palm Bay, if you build a 3-2, you will do well, but if you build a 4-2, you're going to do amazing, because that's what the product is in demand for. So we do all of this research, we do all of this exercise for you, and we buy the same properties we sell. So for example, Ocala, I just have 5 properties being built from my personal portfolio right now, which is really important, because I wouldn't buy anything that you wouldn't buy it yourself. So I don't want to sell you something I would invest on it on myself. So this is really important for us, Carlo. We eat from our own cooking, as we say.
That is totally true. As everybody knows, I am a realtor, but I'm also an investor. I always complain about a lot of agents. Less than 1% of the real estate agents on the United States buy their own food. They don't know anything. They can sell you. They can make a commission, but they don't know they don't know anything about numbers. They don't know about anything about location. They don't know about population, immigration. They don't know anything. That is why we always follow the people that have been spending time and money in front for you. Don't be creative. Don't start thinking that you know more than Wagner that have been spending 20 years on his life learning. Wagner, I mean, if we decided, if one of my followers, my people that are watching us want to decided to buy something from you guys, how long is it going to take you guys to give them the finished product?
So today we have addresses available, which is already very rare in this market because nobody has inventory. We do. But the construction time is about 8 months. So by the time that you would actually sign a contract, reserve a property for us to deliver the property for you is about 8 months. And why does it take so long? Because now after COVID, the cities, the permitting process is longer. Some materials are not even available. Today we're buying trusses, windows, appliances, sometimes 14 weeks before we can actually start the construction process. So a lot of the construction materials now are in very high demand, and that's a little bit of a problem for us, but we go around it. But usually the build time is about 90 days. But if you bought a house from us today, expect about 8 months. So you're probably going to be looking at March or April of next year to receive a house.
That means we don't have excuses to say there is no inventory. There is a guy that is building the good stuff. What is the location that you have right now? I mean, and the price range? It's going to be different between Palm Bay, as you say, and Ocala. What is the price range that you have right
now? Ocala right now is $198,000. And Palm Bay, I don't have any more houses available, but I have a few townhomes. They're selling for $225. Both products are 3-2, 3-bedroom, 2 bathrooms. We don't have any HOA in Ocala. It's a single family home. And in Palm Bay is going to be a townhouse on an A area. So you have Starbucks, BJ's, Costco. You have Bass Pro Shops. You're about 5 minutes from I-95. You have LA Fitness Premier. So it's a very, very good area east of 95 in an area location. Very, very nice area. And also another important information is Palm Bay is on the top 10 cities in the country to buy a house in America by niche.com. So that's amazing. So, we usually go to places where there's a lot of growth, jobs. Elon Musk is there, Jeff Bezos is there, Richard Branson is there. So you have a lot of people, that are going there. And I tell everybody, I says, Wagner is not smart. He just follows the smart people. So if Jeff Bezos is investing there, a lot of technology companies, Defense, L3, Harris is there, Lockheed Martin is there. So you just follow the smart people and you do really well. That
is awesome. It's like everybody follows McDonald's. If McDonald's is starting a new restaurant, follow Wagner. He's going to build something over there.
Yeah.
Hey, my friend, I mean, talking about return on investments, what is the return that the normal people, the investor, are looking for right now or are getting there?
So I can only talk to you about the properties that I currently have because, my attorney told me not to give any legal advice or accounting advice or guarantee any returns. I always tell my investors, do your own due diligence. It's very important that the more time and the more educated you become in an area, the better you do. But my houses right now are giving me about, after I pay my mortgage, my principal, my property management, my insurance, my property taxes, and everything is about, call it $371 a month, minus plus, right? So that equals to about 0.7, 0.8 a month cash on cash, which is really good. But again, don't listen to Wagner. Do your own homework, do your own due diligence. Usually I don't give advices on how to invest. I buy the houses we sell because I believe that's an amazing market. But the best investor, Carlos, is the one that actually is an educated investor that does his own homework, that does his own studies on the areas, what's going on, what jobs are there, what's happening with the city. So that's my advice to every investor. Trust Carlos, trust me, but also do your own research, do your own, and if you need help, we'll give you information on how to research for jobs. And, there's a Glassdoor, there's many different job sites that you can look where the jobs are going. And, a lot of my investors, they come back because we're very transparent. I don't want to make a sale to you. I wanted to make sure this is the right product for you. The sale is a consequence of a job well done, but, we just don't want to sell you a house. It's really important that you know what you're doing.
That is totally true. And really, the thing that I respect a lot from Wagner, he's not selling. He loves what he's doing. That means all the clients come to him because he's building something from heart and he's doing his best. And also, I hear that besides of being an investor, besides of being an immigrant, are you also a police guy, a policeman?
Yeah, so it's funny, right? So I semi-retired in 2016, and I hated being retired. I really did. So being financial free, having financial freedom is amazing. Retired for me, it's not too much fun. So yes, my dream was to actually join the police. Actually, when I came to the US, I only had a green card at that time, but I was 18 years old. I lived in Miami. I went to Miami-Dade Community College at the beginning, and my dream was to become an FBI agent. And I couldn't become an FBI agent because I didn't have my citizenship. But today I have my citizenship, thank God. But back then I didn't. So I'm like, okay, that dream has always stayed with me for a long, long time. And what I did in 2017 is I decided, because I was semi-retired, I wanted to go to the police academy, and I did. So I was able to fulfill my dream of becoming a police officer. My grandfather from my father's part side was a police chief. So that was my biggest dream come true. I also volunteer for the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary. So there's many things I do. I think volunteering and giving your time and helping the community that you live in is very important to me. So I still have a valid certificate of law enforcement from the state of Florida. And I just love what I do. I really do. But that was my biggest dream. Like, I went to Alaska on my motorcycle, from Key West to Alaska and back. So Wagner is kind of a crazy guy that really, if you believe in something and if you have a dream, just go ahead and do it, Carlos. This is very important for your listeners, right? When I took my trip on my motorcycle to Alaska, it was almost 28 days. And I went from Key West to Prudhoe Bay in Alaska. I cut Canada in half on my way back. And I only met 3 types of people in this whole trip. People that told me, oh, I'm going to do this trip one day. This is so amazing. People that says, I wish I had done this trip, but I don't have any more time or wealth or health to do it. And then the people that do it, you have to choose, which one do you want to be? Do you want to tell yourself, I'm going to invest one day? Do you want to tell yourself, I wish I had invested, but now I don't have a job anymore, I can't qualify for a loan? Or you're just going to do it, right? Do your research, go for it, and get it done. See, maybe Florida is not the right area for you, even though it's the fastest growing state in the country. It's a #1 in migration. It's where I invest all my money. But, just do it. Just go look for the information, research, get well educated, and, things are going to go very well your way.
Another thing that you can love from Wagner is a dreamer, follow his dream. And really, I am so thankful to meet this guy, this amazing guy, 4 months ago in event real estate with the real estate guys. And that was the name of the event. It's the Summit of Sea. If they want to learn about it, let us know. But I want to thank you, really thank you, Wagner, for the time. I know you are busy. I know that you are always, anytime that I call you are running something. That means you are doing something. Yeah. Following your dreams. And thank you so much. If the people want to know more about what is the Wagner doing, what kind of product he has available for you guys, you can contact me or contact Wagner directly. I'm going to have the link ready on the post. Also, I will be more than happy to connect everybody. But thank you so much, Wagner, for having the time.
Carlos, Thank you. You guys are amazing. It's always a pleasure, my friend. And don't forget, just today is a blessed day because you're alive, you're healthy. Just go out there and make your dreams come true, right? Tomorrow, it's another day. If you don't do it today, nobody's going to do it for you. Thank you, Carlos, for the opportunity. Mis amigos de la América Latina, de Colombia, Peru, Brasil, Mexico, todos los países, saludos. For all my friends, thank you so much. Appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you, Werner. Have a good day.